Hello my friends and welcome to episode 25 of our Football Manager 2021 Let's Play with Rangers. Today it is a old firm game, just going into the January transfer window more than anything. This is the last game before that opens, and we've only played one game since the last episode because the World Cup was on. I think Spain won it, I'll double check that before we go. But it would be Air 5-0, Mayer with a brace, Orsic with a brace, and Carly Cresswell getting us the goals. They had a player sent off, Andy Murdoch, former Rangers player of course, sent off in the 68th minute, but I think it was already 3-0 by then. We were already very much in cruise control. In fact, it might have already been 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So only scored one after they had a man sent off. League table looks like so. We are 2 games in hand over Celtic, who could get to 31. Of course, we're playing them today, so if they win, that would negate that 3-point advantage. So this is a big game really in terms of the title, because neither of us really look like dropping a lot of points elsewhere. In fact, I think our only drop points is Dundee United away. Of course, we lost to Celtic in the Betfred Cup at Parkhead. This game will be at Parkhead. Their only loss, I believe, is us at Ibrox. It was a 4-0 and a draw against Aberdeen. So that tells you how close the two teams are this season. Under Niko Kovac, they're doing fairly well. So we'll have a quick search here. World Cup. Who won that? Italy, sorry. Beating Mexico in the final. Third place was Belgium beating Argentina. I don't know why I thought Spain, but you know, it was a decent World Cup from what the media were saying. We have a lot of injuries though, but I'm going to get to pitch side. I'll see you there in just a second. So here we are. Obviously I rotated for Air a little bit. We've got so many games in such a short space of time. So Benkovic, Elena and Koeman all return. Koeman's kicked off about first team football, which I find bonkers because he's actually played a fair few games in the last sort of main bit. But hey ho, I promised him game time because he's going to get the game time realistically. Other than that, January is looking like it's going to be pretty straightforward. We do have some interest. Mayer's the only one that looks like it's going to be concrete interest right now. Obviously, I think this is going to be a reactive window. We've got a fairly large squad. Getting out is probably more important than getting in, if that makes sense. So the team that we've gone for today is Livakovic, Patterson, Benkovic, Pavlovic, Bassett. I didn't put Bradovic back in. Okay, we've got Calvin Bassett in there. He'll have to do Elena, Mayer, McCrory, Koeman, Orsic and Kent. Orsic running up top. Holzik picked up an injury in training just at the end of the World Cup. He is out for 2 to 3 months. So I was going to play Orsic in the last game and then Darami in this one, but Orsic scored 2 goals, so I feel like I kind of have to give him this game, to be honest. Hopefully we can come here and get a win though. We're going to play our normal formation. I fully expect a win, keep our form going. Excuse me, and skip that. Let's see how we get on. They're going 4-2, 3-1 as well. So we're toe to toe. I'm going to come out very early with a demand more. Some of the players not really looking like they've got great numbers just now. You know, not bad numbers, but not great numbers yet. Looking around, you know, Kent on a 6.5, Orsic on a 6.5. Maybe they're just not getting the service up there. That might be the issue. That's maybe why they're on 6.5s. Mayer, that's a great ball into Mislav. Orsic, oh, we did have a bid for Orsic, which would be big good profit, but I think it was something like, was it Orsic? No, it was Stephen Kelly, sorry. Offered both of them out because they both had interest. We had a bid for Kelly, whose value dropped to second. I offered him out by about 1.25 million, and the bid was literally bang on the new value, and I went, yeah, not accepting it. Let's be honest, I don't think he's going to get a whole lot more game time. I'm trying to push a bit more with Elena, Nico and Alex Lowry, sort of the development there. Alex Lowry had a very good game against Data actually. Was very unlucky not to get more assists. I think he had 2 passes which resulted in goals or block shots that was either disallowed or the next pass would result in the goal kind of thing. Created a lot of good stuff. Obviously Alex Lowry is a favourite of mine on the channel from last year, as Mislav Orsic puts us 1-0 up. Good bit of work here from Patterson, gets out to Bassey, decent ball in initially from Bassey to find Kent, good save, Kent first to react, just taps it across for Orsic for with a tap in. And the two players who I said I didn't think started particularly well have now both bumped their ratings up with an assist and a goal. Good work from Kent, good work from Orsic, just coming alive on the second balls. They say that's important in that sort of area. Kouame, the only person who's kept up with Halls at goals wise so far this season domestically, and unfortunately he will obviously now have a big advantage to take a lead and extend it. Benkovic picked up a knock. That's slightly worrying. Played well so far, there's room for improvement, and I'm just going to go with the sort of there's a lot to come from you and I have faith kind of thing. What are we looking at here? Potential knee injury. Yeah, I can't risk a potential knee injury, can I? Lewis Nielsen, I do trust him. He's been a part of a lot of clean sheets for us, so we can get him on. He's had a fair bit of game time, but I would rather not risk Filip Benkovic right now. So Nielsen comes on for Benkovic at half time. Toure to Mangala, back to Toure, to decent ball in behind for Christie. Livakovic not going to be troubled by a very tame shot there by Christie. Those tame shots happen way too often, I think. I've not seen him as much since the update, I will say. There's a lot of other things since the update that I think say justifiably annoying people. I've not seen a lot of them myself yet. I've seen a couple, but not all of them. Is it Bassey switching off there? Right, Calvin. Pavlovic is going to be suspended for the next game as well. What I need you to do is mark tighter Ryan Christie, because he's got him behind you a few times here that's not ideal. So I'm making that change now while it's starting to look dangerous. It's this coming from left to right that's causing problems for them. So our right to their left, to our left, sorry. Christie whips in that corner. It's decent from Vengus actually. Livakovic equal to it. It was a good header, had a lot of power on it. But we've got a confident goalkeeper in Livakovic. Kent flicks on. I feel like Orsic could have won that race, if he'd ran in the right direction. Cleared away, Pavlovic away. Kent wins that race. Brings it forward into the Celtic half. Kent. He's gone all the way himself to have one of the most awful efforts I think I have seen. Terrible shot from Ryan Kent. And I think on that we're going to bring Nico on for Charles Elena. Elena did pick up a knock during that sort of pre-season time, sort of mid-season if you like, the World Cup if you like, so he wasn't fully fit, missed the air game. One of the reasons why Lowry got a game was to try and completely freshen things up. We've also brought Glenn Kamara on just again, freeing up some what's the word I'm looking for? Fitness in central midfield. That's a poor pass from Orsic, poor reactions from Kent, poor reactions from Patterson, and they're in behind. Thankfully, they have fluffed their lines again, but a lot of sort of just poor bits of play there. It's difficult to say we deserve to be in front. I mean, obviously our chance was a much bigger chance than any we've seen from them. Kent should have done better with a chance before, as that's looking a very dangerous ball into Jeffrey Schlupp. And it's off the post. Pavlovic clearing away. Let's just try and see this game out. So we'll go cautious. Bring you back on support. Bring you on a support. In fact, we'll go support all round here, apart from the striker. Both Nico and Kamara could come back actually. They're fairly good at that. So we'll go with a deep line playmaker on defend again. Both, in fact, we'll go with you on support actually, and we'll keep Kent on attack. In truth, stop playing out of defence, stop working the ball in the box, be more disciplined, regroup, counter shape, slow pace down, over the top. Don't want to go over the top, just anywhere. Lower, do. And that'll benefit our tired urge players as well, not having to press as much. Or in the case of like Patterson getting up and down. He's had another bad one actually, Nathan Patterson. Maybe need to bring him out of the team for a few weeks. Maybe bring Doig in or Tavernier in for a few weeks and give him a kick up the bum, because he hasn't played well recently. Poor ball there. So all brings it forward for Celtic. He looked pretty tired before as well, and on a yellow. Toure over the bar, thankfully for us. They definitely came strong second half, Celtic. I do think they have improved under Niko Kovac, if I'm honest, but that puts us a provisional 6 points clear after their games in hand. So that is a very, very good result for us. Good win, boys. 2 in a row against Celtic, you know, that seemed fairly normal before, but at the end of last season and the start of this season, that wasn't the norm. But is that Dyer Mabury at Dundee? It is indeed, you know, on loan from Man City. Doesn't look like he's developing particularly great though. Brother of Dapo, for those that don't know. So Benkovic injured. It's not a big injury, thankfully. It is just a bruised knee, but you know, you see knee injury, I stand by not making taking a risk. Fulham interested in Celtic. That's fairly interesting. So next episode, it's going to be a while away. A lot to do. A busy January. You know, we're playing 2 free games a week every week, and we'll come back to cover all that. I think would be sensible. Inter. Yeah, we'll go with Inter away. See how it goes. We'll come back for Inter away next episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have absolutely loved it. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.